Hello cả nhà hello. Sáng thứ năm, một bầu trời ảm đạm luôn, rất là mù mịt. Bữa nay 80% mưa ở khu vực em ở nha, ở local của mình. Welcome back Nhung Fan Cuộc Sống Mỹ. Cảm ơn quý vị rất là nhiều ủng hộ channel nha. Vẫn là buổi sáng thứ năm, tiếp tục cuộc hành trình. Còn ngày mai nữa là được nghỉ một tuần rồi. Cái thao tác này bữa sáng đi buổi chiều về làm như vậy là coi như là 29 năm rồi đó, y chang như vậy. Nhưng mà ở Mỹ quý vị muốn thành công là phải làm như vậy đó, vất vả. Không cần lương cao hay thấp nhưng mà vẫn đi làm bình thường, ngày 8 tiếng vậy là ok rồi đó. Ok, tiếp tục lên đường.
Activity still as you make your way along the Dallas North Highway northbound at West Grove. That one's still there, take it away. Two left lanes, still a 15 to 20 minute backup to Arapahoe. 121 the Sam Rayburn Tollway on the southbound side of Preston. That one's still there in the left lane.
121 vẫn có kẹt xe nha quý vị.
14 in Grapevine, two right lanes blocked off, 10 or 12 minute backup on Hall Johnson Road. Keep in mind in Azle construction up 199 to the Jacksboro Highway there on the westbound side at FM 730. Roadway is temporarily closed off for the emergency bridge work there. The WBAP's first traffic on the ones. I'm Monica. From across the region will be sold at Classic Chevrolet. Supply sold direct to the public with low market value.
Right. Jim, this better. Bữa nay là ngày ướt, ngày ẩm ướt nha quý vị. Rồi bắt đầu mưa đó. Tarrant County là nhiều mưa. 10 giờ tới 6 giờ là chính thức mưa đó. Thứ sáu, thứ bảy, chủ nhật sẽ nắng ấm, sưng về đó.
Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban says his decision to sell his majority stake in the team could help make the city a top national travel and gambling destination. Cuban tells WFAA-TV media has been the top revenue maker for the Mavs, but increasingly Texans and Americans are streaming sports, so a pivot to legalizing gambling in the Lone Star State could bring in money and interest in other ways. Texas House did pass a measure allowing that, but it did not advance. Cuban says a future resort casino could replace what's been lost in media. Cuban is selling interest to the Adelson family of the Vegas Sands Corporation. Kimberly James, WBAP News. A Texas man who was the first arrest made by a
chủ của đội banh Dallas Mark Cuban đó, ông sẽ đồng ý bán cái phần cổ phần lớn nhất cho ông, cho những người mà muốn tổ chức cái chỗ mà ăn chơi, chỗ mà giải trí ở Dallas. Consulting firm says he passed away at his home in Connecticut. Kissinger left an undeniable mark on U.S. history as a Secretary of State and National Security Advisor under two Republican presidents, Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford. Your Money News. A new survey finds that people are getting pay increases, but not enough to combat inflation. According to Bankrate, 2 in 3 workers got a pay increase last year. However, the majority of those raises are below 5%. Sarah Foster is a Bankrate analyst. In February 2021, bà vợ của ông Carter, tổng thống trước thời Reagan đã qua đời. Nói vấn đề kinh tế phát triển, dân cũng tiêu xài nhiều đó, không có bù lại được cái sự tăng đồng tiền mất giá của Mỹ. Thì cái tin tức buổi sáng nó rất là ngắn gọn và chuyển tới tình hình thể thao.
Dallas Cowboys hosting the Seattle Seahawks tonight on Thursday Night Football. Mike McCarthy expecting a physical game. This is going to be play style, and I think both teams take a lot of pride in.
Đội Cowboys của tụi em tối nay sẽ chơi với Seahawks Seattle nha, tại sân AT&T, sân nhà luôn. Bầu ổng sẽ nói là cái game này sẽ gom co lắm chứ không đơn giản như mình nghĩ.
Dallas Stars on the road tonight against the Calgary Flames. Dallas just 6 days removed from a 7-4 loss to Calgary on
sẽ
home
đi
ice.
chơi với Calgary. Rồi vẫn quay trở lại nói ông bầu của đội banh đó vẫn làm, ông vẫn điều khiển được đội banh nhưng cái gì bán cổ phần thôi chứ không có.
WBAP salutes Lucas. Lucas, thank you for listening today to News Talk 820 WBAP and 99.5 FM HD2. From politics to business, entertainment to sports, we got you covered. WBAP Morning News with Ernie and Alj.
WBAP Morning News.
Sáng đi cũng mờ trời, rồi lát về cũng mờ trời. Làm như vậy khoảng chừng 30 năm rồi đâu có gì.
Whatever we're talking about, we'd love to hear your opinion. And make them, keep them short if you can. Yeah, because we can't read a short story. Yeah, short.
Sáng mình đưa mấy đứa nhỏ đi học, đi làm xong rồi chiều mình về. Trưa thì có người khác đón, ví dụ vậy.
Morning news at WBAP.com. Here's a big story. But companies are cutting worker benefits to offset the sting of high inflation. I thought the economy was okay. That's what I keep getting told. Companies looking to cut costs to offset that pain of high inflation are quietly paring back the non-cash benefits they offer to employees. Oh, is that right?
Cái xấu cho cái nền kinh tế Mỹ là công ty sẽ kiếm cách cắt tất cả những cái quyền lợi của công nhân, bù lại những cắt hết để bù lại cái sự đồng tiền mất giá của nước Mỹ. Vậy chứ bên đảng Dân Chủ cứ nói là nền kinh tế Mỹ ok không, thật sự nó không có ok đâu quý vị, rất là lận đận luôn. Sở dĩ sao kêu đảng Dân Chủ là tại vì đúng là Dân Chủ làm ngược cái tạo hóa không. Ai mà bầu cho Dân Chủ thì nên thức tỉnh liền bây giờ đi. Họ nói đường họ làm nẻo hơn.
When I say young, I'm talking to getting into the job market young, 25 maybe. Your salary's important. It is. Talk about the perks. Just go. It's just as important. Medical care, yeah, and all that. That's just as important. Insurance, life insurance, yeah. Especially if you're a family. Yeah, that salary is very important, of course, but those other things, man. They're nice to have. I mean, it does make a difference. It solves some personal issues that you have to deal with otherwise.
Đi làm công nhân như tụi em thì cần cái quyền lợi của công ty. Ví dụ như bảo hiểm sức khỏe, rồi bảo hiểm nhân thọ, các thứ.
Ultimately, if you go back in the beginning, health insurance was a perk. That's how it started, and then suddenly it became the thing. That's where you get your health insurance.
Nếu mà những công ty lớn mà cắt hết tất cả những quyền lợi đó, bảo đảm là có biểu tình, không ai đi làm nữa hết. Người ta đi làm để lấy quyền lợi với cái đồng lương cũng rất là quan trọng đối với người ta.
But the bottom line is a lot of places are cutting back simply because they don't have the money that's available to them, or they don't want to pay the money. Yeah. I was always grateful for the 401ks and things like that because, especially if you pick a figure, you put in $100 a month and the company puts in $100. I've never understood how companies. Some of them still do, but I never understood how a company could do that.
You know, I think the NFL, I read the NFL, they actually match you 200%. For every amount you put in, they'll put in 200% for their players and for everybody else.
Is that right?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Most places will match 6%.
Okay, trạm thứ nhất
mình
nói.
Match 6% of what you put in and that's it. So, you know, you should always participate in the 401k if there's a match because it's free money.
Right,
take it. But, yeah, beyond that, it's your dealer's choice, I guess, as to whether you want to continue to be in it. But it's interesting that only 8% of workers ever see their paycheck go through. That, I mean, has anybody here, have you ever been in a place where your paycheck dropped and stayed in the job? Have you?
Yes. Yes, sure.
Yeah. Radio? Come on.
We all have.
I have never had that happen to me.
Good for you.
Well, no, it's not good. It's just, I've never been in the right place. Yeah.
Mấy ông ứng cử viên này nói là chưa bao giờ làm việc mà bị xuống lương hết.
No, it's got a 40%. That's a completely different type of question now. But
no, I mean, when people, I hear friends tell me all the time they got their pay.
Sáng nay không ai chịu chạy hết.
15%, and I think, are you going to stay in the job? And they say, well, I'm stuck.
We want to hire. It's the Ernie and Hal
Lawrence là cái đảng dân chủ của bà đó. Chính bản thân bà nói là cái Obamacare là giết luôn cả bảo hiểm.
What, 10 years ago, it was $1,000 deductible probably for in the yeah. Now it's like $7,000-$8,000 a year. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Companies cutting some worker benefits. Yep.
Đảng Dân Chủ làm riêng nước Mỹ banh chành hết, từ vấn đề y tế cho tới chính trị rồi kinh tế, thị trường.
A good day in sales. No, it definitely is. Yeah. That's a strange way to approach things. All right, coming up at 7:17, we're going to talk to Fort Worth Mayor Matty Parker. Awesome. Yeah, excellent. Very good. 7-11 right now. Monty Cook has WBAP's traffic and weather on the ones. I-30 eastbound at Haskell. Looks like that stalled vehicle takes away the right lane. Still about a 10-minute backup to Cesar Chavez. 121 northbound at 114. The two right lanes are blocked off there. That's still heavy back to Glade Road. That'll cost you an extra 20 minutes in Hazel. 199 to Jacksboro Highway westbound.
Nói vấn đề
roadwork up and the roadway is closed there. WBAP's first traffic on the one by Monty Cook.
Giao thông
sponsored by Lowe's.
thông báo mỗi 10 phút là giao thông tình hình, cập nhật giao thông như thế nào. Cái cảm giác mùa đông lạnh lẽo ướt át kiểu này, cho dù nó cỡ nào mình cũng phải cài. Có bữa đi tuyết đá tới đầu gối qua mắt cá đó, thì trước sau dù quý vị sẽ chứng kiến được cái cảnh đó thôi. Thì đây là cái mùa đông. Như em nói đó, thì có người cả đời không biết cái cảm giác này. Họ mở mắt lên là tới 10 giờ sáng, rồi họ dắt chó ra ngoài, họ dắt chó vô, ví dụ vậy, là để làm những cái việc tiêu khiển mà họ thích. Có người qua Mỹ cả đời không biết đi làm để kiếm đồng tiền như thế nào, thành thử họ không biết được cái cảm giác lạnh lẽo, cái vất vả của những người kiếm sống cái gì.
Call the pros at Amazing Exteriors today for an affordable 5-star customer experience. For replacing windows and siding, visit Amazing rain today. Not a flood or anything, but we did have some heavy rains in October. Brad Barton for Structured Foundation Repairs, which, by the way, is a 100% employee-owned company. Now, you may notice a crack in the drywall or cracks in the brick outside, or maybe a little separation between the ceiling and wall. Tom Kidd of Structured Foundation came by our house a few weeks ago. He looked everything over, and he said, everything we were seeing, we've been in there almost 30 years now, was just normal settling common to the clay soil that we are blessed with here in North Texas. But if we get some generous rainfall in the coming weeks and months, the rainfall will cause the clay soil to swell up, and that's another way to crack your foundation, or make you think your foundation has fixed itself. No, that doesn't happen. Now, you need to be left with peace of mind, a sound foundation, and a lifetime transferable warranty if you do need work, and most of all, that peace of mind. So here's the number, 972-484-1200. 972-484-1200. They've done work on my house, on Hal's home, and 30,000, I think, across North Texas. StructuredFoundation.com, building a foundation of trust since 2003. Brad Barton here, reminding you that weather on News Talk 820 is brought to you by Milestone, family owned and operated in DFW, born and raised. Schedule today at callmilestone.com.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kathy Lee Gifford, and I've been around a long time. Every one of us, as we age, realizes that things are changing in our bodies, in the world around us. Lots of times I don't like what's happening, so what can I do about it? Well, the one thing we can do is pray, right? The other thing we can do is take better care of ourselves. I do that by taking Balance of Nature, because I'm not really good at nutrition.
Các quảng cáo, dịch vụ và chương trình giới thiệu những sản phẩm mang tính cách thương mại qua làn sóng 1600 AM. Quý thính giả có thắc mắc xin liên lạc trực tiếp với các cơ sở thương mại.
Get 35% off your first preferred order, free shipping, and our money-back guarantee. Go to
855-31 radio. That's 855-317-2346.
Jerry Reynolds, Freeman Hyundai in Irving. Here's a Hyundai getaway sales event. Purchase a new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe or 2024 Hyundai Tucson and get 0% APR for up to 60 months plus 90 days for the first payment. You get Hyundai Assurance featuring America's best warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles on the powertrain. Check it out on FreemanHyundai.com. Low prices, no surprises. Every day, that's Freeman Hyundai in Irving. 183 in Carl Road with approved credit through Hyundai Motor Finance.
Chỗ này là
If you're watching football this time of year, you probably can't help but see the ads for erectile dysfunction. The subject has certainly come a long way from that taboo they used to not talk about. Med-Edge medical patients tell them every
con
day
đường
how
này rất là
great
quen
it
thuộc,
is not
vì
to
nếu
be
ai ở
deaf
local này
and
thì
to
nhìn biết
finally
liền.
get their edge back. Here's patient counselor Raul Garza. Guys, in football. 682 333 6559 682 333 6559.
Hân hạnh giới thiệu tới quý vị dầu gió con gấu là loại tinh dầu thiên
972-996-0900. That's 972-996-0900. Call Men's Edge today. 972-996-0900.
Get DFW's most accurate forecast from meteorologist Brad Martin. Only on News Talk 820. WBAP at 99.5 FM HD2. Have a smart speaker? Well, tell Alexa to play WBAP today. 718, Hal J. Ernie Brown is the morning news. Emails come to us, morningnews@wbap.com. We're very pleased to welcome the mayor of Fort Worth with us, Maddie Parker,
Nói
joining
chuyện
us
với
on
bà
the program
Me,
today.
bà thị trưởng ở Fort Worth đây.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm great. Thank you. Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Well, you're right back at you, and well, I'll say happy Merry Christmas to you first then.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We gotta have a bad line. Well, there you are. Are you okay?
Can you hear me?
Are you phoning in from the bathroom again like last time?
I'm like,
Okay. Oh, it's early. All right. Well, we got some issues we want to talk to you about.
yeah, we do.
All right. We have a $3.5 million settlement with a nephew of Tatiana Jefferson. That was approved, my
It
understanding.
was this week. Yeah, on Tuesday, unanimously by the city council.
Bà Me này quyết định trả cho cái vụ án
It's a long negotiation process.
3 triệu
of course,
mấy
with,
cho cái ông
both
cảnh
attorneys
sát
on
bắn
both
người ta
sides.
nè.
I think this council was pleased with the result ultimately. It's a hard situation, right? A young man that witnessed an unspeakable tragedy. It was very important to us to make sure Zion was taken care of for the rest of his life. And I think that we've achieved that here, and also in a way that was in line with what his family and his surviving aunt, who is his caregiver right now, is what she wanted as well.
How does a settlement like that work from a city? I mean, I'm assuming they don't just write a check for $3.5 million. Here you go.
No. There are some very careful stipulations and boundaries around how the trust is set up, and a lot of incentives for Zion to go to college and finish college. So that was important to his family, actually, to make sure that this young man has an ability to really change his whole future and get through what was a tragedy and a lot of loss in his family, and ultimately in adulthood come out on the other side as best as possible. I think the
Vấn
city
đề
has
trả
done that
tiền đó
here.
là phải
And so,
set
as
up
is,
cho
these
một
settlements
cái
are all
hệ thống
different,
ngân
but
hàng.
this one in particular has the right kind of protection. There's no just
Cho
your
ông
right
này
to
ông đi
check
học
just
đại học
written
rồi
to
gia
this
đình
young man,
phải có
to his
người
family,
lớn
and
sau
the
lưng.
trustee will make sure the money is used appropriately.
Have you sat down with Neil Dokes? Is there going to be any kind of change as far as how a cop handles himself, especially like just shooting through a window, which I probably shouldn't do?
That was already not police policy, and that was very clear in the trial as well. You gentlemen have talked to Chief Noakes to know him well. He's an excellent command staff. I think we have the best police department in the country, and they have responded well to making sure their policies are in place, and they're working with every officer, every rank, to make sure they have the tools they need to be the best officers possible. This was an absolute tragedy, and policy was not followed. But we've learned a lot as a community, and what was a really horrific incident and a stain on our history, frankly.
Cái tai nạn là do ông cảnh sát ông nhìn xuyên qua tấm kiến, ông tưởng người ta có vũ khí ông bắn.
best place possible to make sure we have
gọi là bắn
police
lầm đó.
officers trained
Đây
the
cũng
way
là
they
một
need
cái
to, but also the support that our police officers
thám cảnh.
deserve. This is an incredibly difficult job, especially in the political climate they've had to endure the last 5 years.
Fort Worth Mayor Maddie Parker with us. Hang on just a moment. We got to take a quick time out. Monty Cook has WBAP's traffic and weather on the ones now at 7:21. I-30 eastbound at Hampton Road, 2 left lanes taken away. It's heavy there back to Cockrell Hill. That's about a 10-minute backup. Then I-30 eastbound at Haskell looks like that one's still there in the right lane. That's a 25-minute backup. I-35E. 121 northbound at 114
bên đây cũng tới
still there blocking off the 2 right lanes. Still about a 10 or 12 minutes.
chỗ làm rồi, tới công ty rồi. Alright, bắt đầu ngày mới ở trong chỗ làm. Alright, em xin hẹn lại quý vị clip kế tiếp nha. Em tổng chào, bye bye.